Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Women's Wellness Spotlight. Today, we are talking about immune systems and all things health and wellness related to kind of what the immune system is for you, how you can know if it needs a little help, and some of the things that we do on a regular basis, not only to boost our immune systems, but to help ourselves when we actually need to. So, just a quick hello. My name is Jessica Wanglin. I am a wife and mom of two littles, and I'm an online entrepreneur. And I've been loving natural living for a very long time. I always looked for things that were toxin-free, fragrance-free, that kind of thing. And so it just has become part of our lifestyle. So Kelly, if you want to introduce yourself, go right ahead.
Hi, my name is Kelly Ann. I work full-time in the hunger fields, and I also am a Reiki master practitioner and a young living brand partner.
Right. Yeah, it's exciting to be connected. So let's get 1 second. I'm just going to share our screen here. From projects. Hold on 1 second. It's not letting me do one thing in a moment. Okay, while we are talking, and just let me bring this up, we always provide a really quick disclaimer, like about our presentation here, that we are not medical professionals. And so we always say about making sure that you kind of learn what works for you in terms of your wellness and your the things that you do in decision about your health and family and all of those good things. So here we go. Let me share this. Okay. So we just wanted to talk a little bit today about winter wellness. And when you do have a question, feel free to jump into the chat and do that. Just make sure to tell me if you can see this. Everything's all right with that. Sounds good. We have been doing these sessions here for a couple months now. This is us, the Women's Wellness Spotlight. We're missing one person tonight, and that's okay. Diane had a change of plans. So the three of us came together. We are friends that love natural living, and we decided we wanted to share education and help other people. And so we have done a lot of planning around different topics that we know are going to be helpful. And so this is our topic for this month. The last month was about organizing our health and wellness around the holiday season. And so have another one. So please come and find us on Facebook it's facebook.com/Women's Wellness Spotlight, all one word together. So let's talk about wellness, right? Here's going to be our agenda today. We're going to talk a little bit about your immune system, really how it works, signs of some things you might want to look out for when it comes to wellness and your immune system and what it's doing, paying attention to your body. When you start to do that, it becomes a lot easier. Then we're going to go into ways to help your immune system. And then we're going to share with you very practical tips about how to make a wellness roller, which would be something that you could use every day. And that's going to really help you over the winter months, and when your body just really needs a boost, right? That's right. Everyone's curious about this. And there's two components to it really that are nice to know about. Innate is the part of your immune system that you're born with, right? So it's things like your skin, your eyelashes, your mucous membranes. And those are things that just adapts and learns as you grow. And it's going to give you that kind of first line of defense in terms of when you start to feel under the weather, things come in contact with your body and all that. And then the acquired one is something that is a little bit slower to respond when things are, you come into contact with maybe a bacteria or a virus or just something like that along the way. But the acquired one, again, is something that does have this interesting component of memory, where once you learn to kind of rebound from defending off things, it remembers that and provides long-lasting defense and protection against reoccurring infections as you grow. So the acquired one is the one that adapts as you age, not the innate one. Let me just make that correction. So there's those two components to it too, right? But we know that there's a lot of signs that happen in terms of becoming a weak system and when you kind of feel compromised. So Kelly Ann is going to chat about this part here. Mute.
Here we go. So, yes, and um, as crazy as it is, I got myself into a weakened immune system. Um, and it can happen to anyone. And stress levels high. So that's like I think for me, one of the number one signs that my immune system is getting weak is from high stress. I don't know about you guys, but I just kind of let work kind of take away and just, try to meet all the deadlines, do all the things I need to do. And I don't even know my stress is high. It just becomes regular living. And then all of a sudden, someone has a bug, and I am extremely I'm extremely quick to get it. Um, so some other signs of weakened immune system is stress levels high, that you're often or always sick. And once again, I'm still going through this. I have a cold that's been lasting 3 weeks, which is quite long, or that you have regular stomach issues, or that you don't heal healthy, or you're constantly battling frequent infections.
Right. Yeah. So those are typical things. So it's one of those situations where you kind of just take a look at this list and feel like it's you. Now, nobody wants to feel like this is them, but if this is something that is even happening in your house, if it happens with your children, maybe in general, you can kind of get a better idea of if it's something that you can take some steps to improve upon, right? So we also talk about, though, of course, like certain ways to help that. Before we talk about that, I want to just let people do a little reflection on yourself. You don't have to answer out loud or put it in the chat, but tell us if this does sound like you. If you feel like, yes, your immune system is a little compromised, maybe once in a while, you can tell it for a year, and perhaps even you can benefit from having, some support to boosting that system. So here are a couple of ways that we talk about and we love in terms of supporting the immune system in general, right? So not necessarily these are grouped the way they're pictured, but they kind of do go together a little bit in some ways. And overall, we love the fact that this is really based on lifestyle, that you provide lifestyle support and changes to what you're doing. So first of all, we want to just talk about herbs. There's a ton of herbs and things out there that people really do kind of gravitate towards once you start in the natural living path, right? So like elderberry is a very popular one. There's a lot of teas that have different combinations of herbs and things like that are have different evidence around them about infections and things like that you can look for and ways to get those into your body. Like ginseng plant is one. There's others that fight things like allergies and inflammation. So, and then food, of course. Food is like our best first line and major line to help your body do what it's supposed to do, right? Give us energy, give us nutrients, all those things. Bone broth, if you're looking for some examples, is a great source of both collagen and amino acids for your immune system that really needs it. Green tea is another one, has a very high antioxidants in it, and things like citrus fruits, of course. Everybody knows they're filled with vitamin C, super good to have when you're looking to help yourself be well. Foods rich in beta carotene, like carrots, pumpkins, sweet potatoes, a lot of those dark orange and green ones. And Kelly is amazing at this. She knows all about food and such. She can give you a ton of tips about the wellness part of food. And then the other parts here too. So talking about essential oils and the supplements and things like that you can do. We love oils, of course. All of us here are brand partners with Young Living essential oils. So we tell people about those all the time. We love helping people learn about things that you can do, both diffusing, using the oils topically, and taking them internally to support your immune system in general. There's so many that you could really go into. And if you have questions, by all means, be in touch with one of us or somebody who invited you to this. We would love to share that. And then, of course, supplements. So when we talk about supplements, it's obviously a way that you can get into, of course, supplementing the things that diet and lifestyle don't provide to you, right? So a couple of supplements that you want to look at would be things like probiotics, vitamin D, vitamin C, things like that specifically. And then lastly, lifestyle. So the day-to-day basis, think about your sleep cycles. Are you getting enough rest for your body to recover? Are you drinking enough water to flush things around in your body? Are you stressed like we had talked about before? How's your emotional state? Things like that in terms of, so which of these do you think when we talk about some different components that you might want to try in terms of lifestyle. Again, feel free to put it in the chat or tell us, or drop your comments here if you want to mention some things that you've done about any of these things specifically. Kellyanne, did you want to add anything about these 5 components?
No, not specifically. In general, I mean, with herbs and food, garlic is always another great one. And like you said,
Yeah.
the probiotic is just so important with the supplement. And I mean, really is actually getting all these together to having a wonderful immune system.
Mm-hmm. So here's something that we wanted to include in this because we thought that this is a really practical thing to tell people about and teach people about, to exactly what to do when you start to not feel well, or when you have something going on that's just kind of lingering, right? Or someone in your house isn't feeling well. There are very specific things that you can do on a regular basis, but also very specific things you could do when you start to feel that itch in your throat, you start to feel the congestion, or any of the things that might come along, unfortunately too. So first of all, you want to definitely activate your digestive system and get that into order. Things like Digize is a blend of oils that support the digestive system, like peppermint and ginger and fennel. It works amazingly. Literally within 60 seconds, you will feel the positive effects from it. You can put it on the bottom of your feet, roll it right on your stomach. And then don't forget the power of probiotics. Feel like you want to take one of those in the morning or at night. Probiotics are going to get all of that gut bacteria cleaned out, right? And have your digestive system active and moving the way it's supposed to move, right? We are going to talk about the wellness roller. So I'll pause on that bullet for a second here, but then there's a ton of other things that you can actually do. And this is something that when this happens to me, particularly, we go hard and fast at getting these things into our bodies. So a lot of things like balancing your pH. There's an amazing supplement that dissolves in water called alkaline to remove the acidity from your body, because bacteria and viruses and things like that can't grow in a basic body alignment. So you want to do, of course, cut out sugars as much as you can. Don't have the coffee, get your body some time to rest, and then supporting the body with some amazing supplements. So Inner Defense is a great combination of the immune boosting oils. Super C, like we had mentioned, also there's a chewable, which is really great. I give that to my kids too, because it's nice that they can chew it. And relatively new is Ningxia Greens, which is amazing for gut health overall and energy, which is really nice. That is also a powder you can dissolve in water. I love it with a splash of Ningxia Red. We just had it in a smoothie today. That's really fun. Do you want to talk about the bottom 3? Do you want to just mention those? Like diffusing?
Yeah, so diffusing also really helps. Thieves is a great something to diffuse with. Longevity, immune power. RC is amazing, especially for any anything going on with the lungs, any colds, coughs. Lemon, Frank is like perfect for everything. The tree oils, which are pine, evergreen, blue spruce, those are all fabulous. Also the antioxidant, doubling up on your Ningxia Red. I know on my tough days, especially being sick, I do 2 shots of Ningxia Red a day, but I'll definitely double up on that. And it just kind of straightens out everything. It gets you through a day, especially the tough days when you're sick. Of course, rest, a humidifier, and naps.
Yeah. Good things. And those are fun things, of course, that we do, just like the lifestyle changes too, as well. So let's chat in and get into how to make a wellness roller. That is something that you can do both for yourself, for your family members. We have them all over our house here. You could have multiple copies of these upstairs and downstairs in your bag, etc. So Kellyanne is going to talk us up through about how to do that.
Okay, so you want to get a roller bottle. You can get these off of Amazon. This is a 10 millimeter roller bottle. And you know what's I think really important, and I didn't do this year, I've done it every other year, is make these in advance. Make them before this time of year so that you're using them regularly and they're ready to go, versus having to make them when you're sick. So they're great gifts too. So 10 millimeter roller bottle from Amazon. You can get the different kinds you want. It's kind of blurry. Oh, okay. It's not blurry this way. There we go. So anyhow, what you want to do is, you can do 5 to 10 drops, but a good way to think about it, 10 millimeter, doing 10 drops of each. So you want to do 10 drops of, we'll do it in order here, of frankincense. And you would just actually take that off and then just get the 10 drops in there.
And this too is like it says in the recipe, of course, 5 to 10 drops. That completely depends on you really. Of course, you can do, there are dilution ratios for younger people, for children, etc.
And then we have lemon.
And lemon is really great in terms of supporting the lymphatic system and that system in the body, just like the circulatory, but doesn't have its own pump. So the lymphatic system has to get prompted to pump and move things around. And lemon is really great at that part of it. It's also amazing in your water. It enhances the flavor of food.
We've got some thyme here. And some thieves. Also, thieves is great to put in a capsule if you're not feeling well.
Yeah, that's something we do actually very, very early on. The second you feel unwell and you feel like things might not go well for you that day, is to make those capsules and take them immediately.
And then oregano. And oregano is a real powerhouse in really helping getting well.
Yeah, so these is like the one combo in this set of 5 here. So these is the one blend of several oils put together. It's cinnamon, clove, lemon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. Based on a very old legend about people who did not get the plague back in the day because they had covered themselves with oils. So that's where these come from. And Young Living has a whole line of products around the thieves essential oil blends. It's really fun.
So also we have, you can top this off with a carrier oil. You can use V6, which is a great carrier oil. You can also use fractionated coconut oil. And if you, I'm actually out of this, but if you would do it, you would just pump it in there and it works real nice. But if you're using something else other than a pump, you can get this from the dollar store and just squirt this in there, super easy. So you're not making much of a mess. And just fill that up. And then just put that roller cap on there and you have this amazing wellness roller that you can just put on. I love this roller. I used to have one at my desk and it's just really makes me feel better.
Yeah,
it's got
super
great
necessary.
oils in there.
Yeah. So if you're not someone that doesn't feel, if you're someone that does not feel necessarily comfortable taking the oils internally, because we know that's kind of a little bit of a step in your process of doing natural living and being, connected with a Young Living account. A wellness roller is an amazing thing to do, again, to have with you everywhere, in your purse, on your dresser when you wake up, those kind of things. Yeah.
And these oils are just they're such powerhouses with the frankincense, the thieves, the oregano, the thyme. I mean, this is like some strong stuff that's going to help you get better.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Thank you. So let us know if you make a wellness roller and what you think. And that actually sums up our class today. We like to make these very brief so that people can just learn and listen and share when they're able. But don't forget, if you are a Young Living customer, there is a Black Friday sale coming up November 21st to the 28th. If you are not, please connect with the person who invited you. We absolutely cannot say enough good things about this company, the amazing culture, the very, very high quality products that very much work, that are for everybody of every lifestyle, babies, kids, men, makeup, supplements, all the great things. So watch for that sale all week, which is fun. I think it's the first time they're doing a whole week long actually of sale. Normally it's just been the day, which is really exciting. And then save the date for our next Women's Wellness Spotlight Zoom learning event, which will be on Tuesday, December 20th. Take a look for that one at 7:30 Eastern, same time. You can find it in the Facebook group there. There is a link for our page. Please follow the page and find out the fun things that we're doing and invite a friend when you would like to. And that concludes our class for today. So as always, be in touch with anybody who invited you. Anything else we want to share?
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye.